Now, there is something that has been happening. It's an infringement, a serious insult and hardship being impacted on most of these young people in Lagos. It has happened now to two of my young people. That's why I want to say it publicly now. There's a gentleman, I'm no longer one policeman. By every calculation, is unfit to wear that uniform. He is a complete disgrace to the Nigerian police. I'm saying it publicly. We have a lot of police friends, but this particular boy is the one in charge of arresting. You know, they say you go through one way or you do this, they grab your car or grab your machine, and then they will tell you they are going to auction it or they are going to crush it. Now, one of the boys who worked with me before was an inspector. He lived in Nikorodu. Was coming to work, you know, because he's riding the machine, was during rainy season, so he was wearing only the top uniform. He didn't wear so that his trousers would not be wet. So they stopped him. They grabbed his. He's an inspector by rank. Grabbed the machine from him, and he explained himself, showed his ID card. This boy, his name is Shola Jejeloye. Jejeloye. He is not a Jejeloye. He's a first-class, discreditable person to the uniform he's wearing. What did he do? He grabbed the machine. You saw that he's an officer, like you, an inspector. Then you took the machine to their office. By the time we were now trying to, you know, call who is in charge, who is this and that, they said they sent it to be crushed. That's police to a police. I had to, thank God the exchange rate wasn't this bad that time. I bought him another machine because he had to go to work. He had been with me for a long time. So I bought him a new machine. If I want to buy a new machine now, it's about 1 million naira. Yeah. Then, recently, about 2 weeks ago, there was this young man. His name is Okoli Godswill Chukwurka. Brilliant young man. In fact, my stepson and him won the award, the Mandela Award, for inventive technology. He is an expert in renewable energy. This young man. He's early 30s. So, after they got that award, they could have stayed back in America, like the Japa. But they said no. The two of them, my stepson too and him, won that award. That one has a doctorate degree in renewable energy. So with the two of them, they partnered, and I was so proud. I'm still so proud of them. One night he was heading home. You know, that was the time they blocked certain areas on the IBB bridge. So some police now were telling him, pass through here, go through there in the night. You know, while some other policemen were waiting. You know, the place they said they should was a one way. They told them that they are blocked here, so go through there. So going through there in the night, they now said you went through one way. Grab them. This Jejeloye, shameless officer. They put them in Black Maria, seized his car, second-hand car, and then what did they do with them? the one that was now trying to record them, they beat the daylight out of him. They brought them to Ikoyi here, to Falomo, and then took their cars. And what they said is they are going to auction them. Now, look at that young man. Who can now go and buy a second-hand car now? You see an up-and-rising young man? For this Jeje Loye to have no human milk in him, no sense of decency? Where did they get him from? Did he go through the training? I remember when I went to the War College in the United States. Yes, of course, we were told some people infiltrated because an idle hand income is a devil's workshop. You know, some people we were told were asked to intentionally join the protests to create mayhem. They tried in Lagos, but they were able to cordon them off and to warn them. They know them. The police themselves, they know. If you are a DPO in an area, you know the bad boys now. For you to have been. And that is why we've been talking about having state police. Because once you have a state police, the do's and don'ts in that locality, you will know. You will speak the language, you know the culture, you know the do's and don'ts, you know who is who, which house is this, where do you come from, or where is your home. So when they see a foreign, person, a strange person coming around there, they ask him and stop him. If he says, I am going to so house, whom do you want to see there? Every police operation is local. We need this state police, not even tomorrow, yesterday, to show you how quick it could be. One, it will provide employment for these young graduates that are just roaming the streets.